enthusiastic about his party, and the one thing which he said, and I'm going to take him up on it, and I'm going to go to the Chief Minister myself with what Mr. Nandakumar Pawar is about to say. I know what he's about to say, or maybe I don't know. Nandakumar Pawar ji is वक्त हमारे साथ हैं. In fact, I saw him. He's very much here with us. Nandakumar Pawar साहब, नमस्कार.
नमस्कार सर.
नमस्कार. वंदे मातरम सर, स्वागत है आपका. नमस्कार सर, वंदे मातरम. अभी अजीत चौहान साहब, चीफ स्पोक्सपर्सन ऑफ द भारतीय जनता पार्टी वाज विद अस, और आपने शायद सुना होगा, उन्होंने कहा कि कहीं पर हम लोगों से चूक हो रही है, कुछ हो रहा है तो प्लीज़ हमें बताइए. आई एम गोइंग टू टेक हिम अप ऑन दैट, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू गो टू द चीफ मिनिस्टर माई सेल्फ. लेट मी टेल यू वेरी फ्रैंकली, बिकॉज the manner in which we are destroying the mud flats, we are destroying the wetlands, and we are destroying the mangroves. Monsoons are about to come, sir. I think we are in for a lot of trouble. Please correct me if I'm wrong. नंदकुमार साहब, पवार साहब, क्या मैं गलत बोल रहा हूँ? सर बताएं. सर आपको आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
सर मैं क्या गलत बोल रहा हूं कि जिस प्रकार हम लोग मैंग्रोव्स को खत्म कर रहे हैं, the way we are destroying the mud flats and the wetlands, this could spell huge disaster for our entire coastline, for Mumbai, for Navi Mumbai and for Thane. Am I right, sir?
Absolutely right, 100% right. What some videos which I have been shared with you.
Yes.
You might have seen those videos. The first video which is on the screen right now.
Yes.
These are the wetlands. These are the identified wetland by the collector Raigad at Savarkar, Ponari, and Karal, Uran Taluka, Donagiri Node. These are the very good wetlands, rich fishing area, habitat for so many varieties of birds. These three wetlands has been landfilled by the JNPT, and landfill still continues. You can see they have blocked the water and dry out entire stretches of wetland. Even they have drained water by installing water pump to drain water out.
Yes.
So this is something which is not acceptable. And there are Gram Panchayat, the local Gram Panchayats have already been filed so many complaints, especially the Sonari, Karal, Savarkar. These are the Gram Panchayat, they have filed a complaint against JNPT because of the landfill done by the JNPT. They are submerging in case of tidal water coming in their homes during the monsoon and even the non-monsoon season also. This is something very serious. But nobody bothers. And this particular wetland just a few meters away from the Tehsil office. And they keep seeing the reclamation is happening in the broad daylight, but nobody bothers.
But JNPT, how can they be a law unto themselves? How can they do this?
Exactly. It's a matter of really confusing whether laws are applicable to JNPT or not. Who they are? They are the supreme authority over the Supreme Court. The law in a state are not applicable to JNPT. There's a wetland rule, there's a CRZ notification. They are grossly violating all these norms. Where do we go? We are losing our fishing area very rapidly under the guise of so-called development. What about us? Where will we go? We are the indigenous community. We are born and brought up in this part of the world. The other people can go to other places, but where we should go? You can see the pump set has been installed to drain water out.
Yes, we saw that.
This is ridiculous. And Bajaj sir, I have one more issues I have to talk to you very seriously.
Please go ahead.
That one video of site visit at JNPT port. Please show that video, and then I'll talk what exactly the scenario, what is the history, and what is the current status of that particular.
Right, we'll show that. We should have that on in just a minute. Can we show that video, please? Right. लेकिन ये बताएं नंदकुमार पवार साहब, we have shown this so many times. I have actually sent this to the Chief Minister. Other people have also sent it to the CM. We have talked to everybody concerned. How come none of these people find it fit enough to take action? Why is that?
Exactly, that is my confusion. They don't bother, nobody bothers rather. Everybody wants to make money out of every transaction, every activity. and they have nothing to do with the environment, with the wetland, with the mangroves, with the habitat, with the mudflat, and even there is no regard for local fishing community.
So the fishing
We have
community anyway has been destroyed.
Yeah, we have sacrificed our pristine piece of land for the development, but where we are in the process of development, we have been displaced. We have lost our livelihood. The time has come where we definitely go underwater, and this is already started in 2019.
We were there, if you remember.
Yes, absolutely.
You had
We were
called
there
us.
at-
We were there.
Yes.
Sir, there was no rain, there was no monsoon, there was no heavy showers, and still the place was getting flooded. मतलब, and that is the first time such a thing happened. मैं एक बार फिर अपने दर्शकों को याद दिला दूं, जिस इलाके की अभी नंद कुमार पवार साहब बात कर रहे हैं, 26 जुलाई 2005 को भी वहां पानी नहीं भरा, और अब पानी भरना शुरू हो गया है क्योंकि आपने सारे आउटलेट ब्लॉक कर दिए हैं. You blocked the water. This is what is going on, sir? जरा बताएं सर प्लीज.
सर अभी ये आप वीडियो आपके स्क्रीन पे जो दिख रहा है अभी,
जी
तो मैंग्रोव वाला,
जी
you can see very clearly the Uran railway station itself has come upon mangroves.
yes
The railway station is completely surrounded from all sides into the dense mangrove cover. What does it mean? This is the development which is happening in Donagiri Node, Uran Taluka, which is very sensitive zone, ecologically sensitive zone in terms of being low-lying area and adjacent to Arabian Sea, close to the JNPT port. There are a lot of commercial economic activities are proposed and happening currently, and all are happening on intertidal fishing zone, wetlands, mangroves, mudflats. And that was one of the example how the railway station has come up on Uran into the mangroves. And certainly not in the future, but already started. I just mentioned about that. It's going to be disastrous. Every reclamation which is happening currently will call for disaster. Not only for rich people, but all poor people will go into the water definitely. And nobody bothers.
I mean this is terrible. You see, here we must tell our viewers what we are talking about. This is something for our viewers. You must understand this. ये जो आप जगह देख रहे हैं ना, this is a protected zone. ये जो आप गाड़ियाँ देख रहे हैं, ये जो सारी मतलब लैंडफिल हो रही है, सब कुछ हो रही है, ये प्रोटेक्टेड जोन है. और ये कानून किसने बनाया है? ये कानून जो है नंद कुमार पवार साहब, ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट का कानून है. उसका भी सरेआम उल्लंघन हो रहा है. मतलब these people are not answerable to anybody. Sir.
Sir, exactly. This is very important and a very sensitive issue which you are showing.
Sir,
right
what
now
is this
on
right
your
now?
screen.
What could you
Yes,
explain?
Yes. I want to brief on that. This is JNPT port. Okay, the eighth largest container terminal port in the world.
Can we have that footage, please? Ji.
Yes. So these are the footage from JNPT port. Okay. So these are the current reclamation happening on 110 hectares of ecological sensitive area.
Ji.
The case is already pending with the Honorable NGT, National Green Tribunal, and National Green Tribunal has dismissed our petition saying that the area is CRZ4 area. So basically what is CRZ4 area? It's essentially water area 12 nautical from low tide line 12 nautical mile into the sea.
Yes.
What you see on your screen is entire dry mud flat. It's
Yes.
a biological active mud flat. Just CRZ1 A status area, and no law will permit you to reclaim or destroy this area.
Yes.
And also you can see very, very clearly there are hundreds of flamingos are feeding on the mud flat.
Yes.
And I was on site visit with the authorities from MCZMA, Collector Raigar and Uran Tehsil, and they have documented whatever my claim about the status of this area being CRZ1 area, they have confirmed. And they also noticed that out of 110 hectares, almost 80% of area has been landfilled. They brought everything on the record. Okay, there are debris which have been dumped up to 20 feet high on mud flats. You can see very clearly.
Yes, we can see
I
it.
think we don't need scientists to comment on what is the status of this area.
जी दिख
And
रहा
you
है.
can see the fishing boats around.
जी.
It means it's a rich fishing area. The boats are not there for wasting their time.
Yes.
The entire area under reclamation is CRZ 1A biologically active mudflat. Despite knowing the fact, the Honorable NGT has dismissed our petition. What to expect from the judicial system?
But this is terrible. They can't see it or what? They can't see this is an intertidal fishing zone. They can't see these
And
are
sir,
mud flats.
I have
Do
been
they even?
writing.
No, one question, sir. Nandkumar Pawar sir. Do they even understand what a mud flat is? Do they know
Really
its
not.
importance?
Really not. This is very saddest part of authority actually. No sensitivity, no sense to understand what is the ecological value of mud flat, mangroves, and all these intertidal zones. Very sad. And just now, Mr. Chavan was saying how DCM, Devendra Fadnavis, are sensitive about the mangroves and wetlands
Yes.
and environment as a whole. But let me tell them, first of all, the Uran railway station, which you have just shown, coming up on completely mangrove destruction. Okay. Another temple, which is the Tirupati Balaji temple, coming up. The stone laying ceremony is supposed to come up on 7th June, just 5 days after. I think it's 2nd June, just 3-4 days after.
Yes.
Going to take place. That is coming up on mangroves. The 10 acres of mangrove patch have been destroyed for the temple. Okay, it's a rich fishing area, and we are protesting. And today, some of our fishing community have called by the police that not to protest, or you will be arrested. This was a warning issued just an hour ago. Where we should go? Is this sensitivity they are talking about? The Chief Minister, Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis, always keep on telling the significance of wetlands and mangroves. And what they are doing on the other hand, how they allowed mangrove area to the Tirupati Balaji Temple Trust at the rate of 1 rupee per meter. What right they got to allot our fishing area?
But one thing I don't understand, एक चीज नंदकुमार पवार साहब ये बताएं, it is a democratic right to protest. How can the police come along and say don't protest? If you protest, we'll arrest you. It's a right granted to me by the Constitution. I have the right to protest. That's democracy. What's going on here?
Exactly, sir. You can assess what is the situation on the ground. The police force are being used to dominate, to press us every time.
So,
Since last time, the 30 fishermen were arrested, and they have been penalized with the 353.
So, Nandakumar Pawar sahab, when the National Green Tribunal itself is not willing to listen, and now you are going to the Supreme Court, and by the way, most of the time I've seen in the last 5 or 6 years, Supreme Court per se is refusing now to intervene in mega projects, whatever be the impact on the environment. What happens now, sir?
Exactly, very sad to say that NGT already dismissed our petition, and we have already filed civil application with Honorable Supreme Court just a month ago, and there was no hearing conducted. The court is on leave.
Yes.
So 19th June onwards, court will start. Till then, the reclamation still continue 24/7. There are kilometers after kilometers, trucks are waiting for sand to be dumped on this 110 hectares of fourth container terminal by JNPT. What to do?
Is there no other way of actually galvanizing the people around, of making everybody aware as to what is going on? After all, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis and Mr. Eknath Shinde, they keep saying that they want to protect the environment. Have you met them? Have you explained yourself to them that this is what you people are doing?
No, such platform we never allowed or availed by the. In fact, in RA case, we repeatedly requesting for have one-to-one talk about the issue, but such opportunity never come up, and they never try to understand what we are saying, what is our contention. The contention is not any vested interest, but contention is the larger interest of the public.
तो कहने का मतलब ये हुआ नंद कुमार पवार साहब कि अब हम पर्यावरण को भूल जाएं, हम बस इंतज़ार करें कि कब सबको जल समाधि मिल जाएगी इन सब इलाकों में?
सर किसी को कुछ पड़ी नहीं है, लोग भी सुनते हैं छोड़ देते हैं, बिकॉज एवरीबडी इंटरेस्टेड इन अर्निंग मनी इन
सर ये पैसा लेके कहाँ जाएंगे? वे विल दे टेक दिस मनी? कहाँ लेके जाएंगे ये पैसा?
obviously they will go into the water.
दैट्स एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. सबको
Yes.
जल समाधि लेनी पड़ेगी, जल समाधि.
Yes,
People don't seem
we
to
are
understand that.
we are doing our best as a human being, as a responsible citizen, but what about other people?
And this is
And
what we keep saying.
everyone has to suffer.
And this is what
Not only poor people, but rich people have to pay the price of it.
Yes, and this
The
is what we
global-
keep saying to everybody all around. You have to wake up. You have to wake up to what is happening around you.
Now, sir, time has come. You forget about the environment. You forget about the plantation and all. You try to save yourself, because the situation we are in such a terrible situation that the temperatures have gone beyond 45.
Yes.
And the
44,
impact
45,
are not-
46. Nobody's surprised
Yes.
anymore.
Yes.
No
It
one
was
is
not
surprised.
expected to sudden rise of temperature beyond 40. This is too speedily.
I mean, this is, and everybody knows what's happening. My point is, everyone knows what is happening. Now, in spite of that, they choose not to do anything because, on the one hand, you're going to make a lot of money. And they say, all right, there'll be a disaster 5 years later or 10 years later. Now, unless and until somebody can tell them, hey, listen, the disaster is going to be day after tomorrow or tomorrow. जब तक ऐसी बात नहीं आएगी कि भाई दुर्घटना आज नहीं, कल सुबह होने वाली है, 10 साल के बाद नहीं, कल शाम तक होने वाली है, जब तक ये स्थिति नहीं आएगी कोई जागेगा नहीं, मुझे ऐसा लगता है. नंद कुमार पवार साहब.
तो इसके बावजूद भी मुझे लगता नहीं कि कल डिजास्टर आने वाला है कि आज जाग लो, कुछ करो. कोई कुछ नहीं करने वाला. मतलब क्या बोलते हैं कि सबका जमीर मरा हुआ है, खाली पैसे के पीछे सब पड़ते हैं, बाकी किसी को कुछ पड़ी नहीं. देयर इज नो रिगार्ड, देयर इज नो कंसर्न अबाउट द एनवायरनमेंट एंड नथिंग एल्स. अभी ये जो टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है, दिस इज आउट ऑफ क्या बोलते हैं कि इतना इंटेंस हो रहा है कि वी कांट कंप्लीटली अनरेस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस rise in temperature beyond 40.
That's right. So what do we do now? नंद कुमार पवार साहब, अब आगे क्या करें हम लोग? आपकी मदद हम लोग कैसे करें, आप बताएं.
Sir, basically, see, it's a policy and priority of the government, current government, where we stay. They have to see what is the significance and what is the ecological importance. Those areas, actually, the mindset of the government is such that lowland area, grassland, mud flats, these are the wastelands, and they allow mega projects to come upon those lands, and by that there is a transformation from ecological sensitive land into the concrete jungle, and suddenly the heat is rising, global warming is already there, and the population, more population generate more issues for the city.
Yes.
In terms of solid waste management, sewage treatment, even the water and electricity is a big issue in the city. But the government has to understand what they must do. The town development authority, they should do exactly these areas which are ecological sensitive areas, they are the heritage, cannot be allowed to landfill. Let it be like this.
Yes.
These are area essentially heat soaking, water soaking area, which has huge ecological importance. Why we waste them? Why we consider them wasteland?
Terrible, absolutely terrible, isn't it? But all I'm concerned with is over here that, even after 26th of July 2005, we didn't wake up. 26 जुलाई के बाद हम लोग जागे नहीं. तो कब जागेंगे सर? क्या कभी जागेंगे? लगता है आपको?
नहीं सर, बिल्कुल नहीं. The situation is getting hopeless day by day.
बट वी आर विद यू
ऐसा
सर.
लगता है.
नंद कुमार पवार साहब, हम लोग आपके साथ हैं. इस लड़ाई में हम लोग आपके साथ हैं और हमेशा रहेंगे. ये याद
Thank you,
रखिए.
sir.
ये याद रख
Thank you,
लीजिए.
sir.
प्रदीप जी इज नॉट हियर. आई विश ही वाज. ही वुड हैव हैड समथिंग टू से, बट ही इज गॉन आउट टू हिज फैमिली समवेयर. बट as far as nation now is concerned, we are completely and totally with you. Nand
Thank
Kumar
you, sir.
Pawar sahab. Thank you very much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Namaskar sir.
Thank you. No,
Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram.
Now this is for everybody. I would like everyone to react. आप मड फ्लैट्स को, वेटलैंड्स को, मैंग्रोव्स को आप तहस नहस कर रहे हैं, तबाह कर रहे हैं. वहाँ पर आप बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स लेकर के आ रहे हैं. सॉल्ट पैन्स के ऊपर आप प्रोजेक्ट्स लेकर के आ रहे हैं. अरे सॉल्ट पैन्स पे एमबीए सरकार ने बैन लगाया था बिल्डिंग के ऊपर. अरे किस लिए बैन लगाया था? वो इसलिए बैन लगाया था, दैट इज द होल्डिंग एरिया फॉर इंटरटाइडल वाटर एंड फॉर एक्सेस रेन वाटर. अब वो पानी कहाँ जाएगा साहब? आप वहां पर अगर बड़ी बड़ी बिल्डिंग बना देंगे, क्या करेंगे आप फिर उसके बाद? जब वो सारी बिल्डिंग डूब जाएंगी, जब ये पूरा इलाका डूब जाएगा, उसके बाद आप क्या करेंगे? Of course, as far as people are concerned, some people are concerned, they will see this as an opportunity, one more business opportunity out of so many people drowning. Do send in your comments. I would love to read them. And at the moment, from the Congress,